9 o'clock, please join us in the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next item on the agenda is the approval of the consent agenda. Does anybody have anything they'd like to have removed from the consent agenda at this time?
Do not.
Okay. Moving on to fiscal business. Russell?
Yes, sir. Starting off with some administrative that we need to get done is the resolution that creates the fund that we're going to put the American Rescue Plan money into. We should be getting about $860,000 here in the next couple days. We'll have about 3 years to be able to figure out how to spend it, and then up to 5 years to be able to actually spend it. This resolution is necessary to get that done. And I'll go ahead and talk about the other one too, which is the special assessments. This is the annual thing that you used to do, 59 different updates. Now we have a single resolution to pass all of them. So
For street lights.
oh, it's so much. You guys have got that down to an art. And I wanted to thank our group here too. We've been working to try to consolidate all the bills from Duke into a single account. And working with Duke is not easy. I mean, it took literally 6 months for the girls to be able to get all those into a single master account. Because the goal was here is that we wanted to be able to get a bill within a month and pay the bill within the month. So they got that done, and I wanted to thank them for that. That was really important.
Great.
And the last thing for the group too is Ryan has been working on the pavement condition studies, and he gave me a printout that showed that in the last 10 years we've paved only 40 miles worth of road. And so we're going to have to figure out a way to get a little bit better than that. But we didn't know what we had. We're starting to firm up that knowledge. So hopefully we'll continue on that and be able to give you some more information in the next work session.
Ryan, comment on that? We'll just wait for your report.
We need to pay more.
We need to pay more.
In short.
Second page.
So, but that's it.
Okay, thank you. Well, let's go back to 5320. Is there a motion to approve 5320?
So moved. Second?
Mr. Mearsclaw? Yay. Mr. Gabbard?
Yay.
Mr. Wade?
Yeah. And 5321 to pass this resolution and dispense with the second reading.
So moved.
Second. Mr. Gabbard?
Yay.
Mr. Mearsclaw?
Yeah.
Mr. Wade?
Yeah. I guess on 5320, we should also dispense with the second reading and declare it an emergency. I did not say that.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Anything else, Russell?
No, sir.
Okay. Public comment. Public comment?
All three citizens of the township.
Good.
Okay, moving on to new business. Planning and zoning, a resolution 5322, determining the maintenance of 8541 Bunnell Road. Constitutes a nuisance and ordering removal of debris, removal of junk vehicles after sufficient notice, dispensing the second reading, and declaring an emergency.
And the packet materials included some photographs of the subject property, which is a nuisance for junk vehicles, debris, as well as you'll see on the next resolution, grass as well.
All right, is there a motion to approve under planning and zoning resolution 5322?
So moved. Second?
Mr. Mearsclaw?
Yay.
Mr. Gabbard?
Yay.
Mr. Wade?
Yeah. And then 5323, a resolution determining maintenance of the following specific tracts of land constitutes a nuisance of vegetation, and dispense with the second reading and declaring emergency.
Yeah, we've got 3 properties listed on this one. The subject property you just dealt with is moved 194 East Pekin in the Township 1 parcel of 5. All 3 of these have regular apply.
Any questions about 5323? Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Gabbard?
Yay.
Mr. Museball?
Yay.
Mr. Wade?
Yeah. And then we have 5324, resolution levying a special assessment on 3517 Mary Ann Drive, dispensing with the second reading.
Yeah, this is a nuisance that the board declared a couple of months ago. Had a bunch of junk in the driveway. We made it a nuisance, and 'tis the season to certify these to the auditor, so trying to recoup our money.
Resolution to approve 5324.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Gabbard?
Yay.
Mr. Mr. Museball?
Yay.
Mr. Gabbard?
Yay.
Mr. Wade?
Yay.
Sorry about that.
No problem. Anything else under new business or planning and zoning?
I don't believe so.
Thank you, sir. Under administration, we have a recommendation to promote Jennifer Whittle from a part-time fire clerk to permanent part-time probationary communications coordinator at $25 an hour effective August 23rd, 2021.
Yeah, so this is, we've been talking about this for the last month and a half or so, and ready to bring this forward to the board. Awesome opportunity for the township and for Jennifer as well. If you have any questions, she's obviously here today.
Glad you're willing to take on this task. That's great.
Thank you.
Great.
We need all the help we can get.
Yes, you do.
Aw.
Yes,
So I'm here for it.
Okay. Is there a motion to promote Jennifer as indicated in this item?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Gabbard?
Yay.
Mr. Museball?
Yay.
Mr. Wade?
Yay.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Moving on to Road and Park, recommendation to promote seasonal labor Hunter Wiseman to a permanent part-time probationary park person at $15 an hour.
Hunter has proven to be quite an asset as a seasonal employee. I was impressed with him from day one. He undersold his skills in the interview, as young people want to do sometimes, but he's turned out to be a pretty good employee. So Tony would love to keep him as a part-timer and fill a vacant spot in that state business. Hunter, good master, promoted full-time, swims his real work box.
Great. That's wonderful. Okay, is there a motion to promote Hunter Wiseman to a permanent part-time at $15 an hour?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Museball?
Yay.
Mr. Gabbard?
Yay.
Mr. Wade?
Yeah. Anything else from Road and Park?
They got the striping started last week, so, and then they're paving Widener Road today. So,
Our guys working on a pipe.
they're changing a pipe on Bunnell Hill right now, South Bunnell Hill, crossing 2 acres.
You were there producing, that's a good thing.
I'll be out there very soon.
So you're telling them to talk slow?
Yeah, it's not, it's still gonna run long.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you for that. And so the road paving's going well.
Yeah, it's just slow because they're bouncing back and forth between scheduled jobs.
Yeah, that's all.
So, they got Widener and Binkley left down here. That'll be the end of it for the year. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Police Department, recommendation to accept the donation of $1,000 to benefit the police department from Enterprise Fund.
Enterprise has been doing this for years, so again, they dropped off another $1,000 check last week, and I'd asked the board to accept that, and that's been for donating that to the police department.
Yeah, excellent, good for them. A motion to accept this donation.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Gabbard?
Yay.
Mr. Museball?
Yay.
Mr. Wade?
Yay. Anything else from the police department this time?
No, sir.
Okay. Moving on to the fire district, we have a recommendation to accept the donation of $200 to the benefit of the fire district from Nancy Gilbert as a thank you for a medical response to her home.
Just wanted to drop a medic call. She was very impressed with our services and thankful to stop by and drop the check off at the station. We appreciate it.
Good for her and good for you guys. Thank you. So a motion to accept this donation?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Museball?
Yay.
Mr. Gabbard?
Yay.
Mr. Wade?
Yeah. And we'd like to discuss a tactical response unit request to appoint CCFD paramedic to the team.
So Dr. Rich Harover, some of you may know Rich, and Phyllis' son. He's the medical director for the tactical response unit right now. He contacted me some time back, prior to the fire levy, because they're real short on paramedics for the team. And I said, well, we can't really do anything right now, we gotta wait till we see. So now the levy passed, he reached out again. I told him that, we would be interested in doing that, but obviously I would have to take it before the board to get your thoughts on it. We would be entertaining at this time to put 2 members on the team. The reason they need a medical element as this team is, responding with the tactical response unit is a very unique thing. They go to places all over the county where they don't have the same level of emergency medical services that we have here. With having multiple Clear Creek Township police officers on the team, City of Springboro also has some on the team also. I felt that would be something to support them when they respond to, say, a Harlan Township or somewhere where they don't have a volunteer crew, maybe basic life support. So I think we do have some people that are members of the department that would be interested in doing this. So we would run a process that would be competitive to see who would be our best assets for that. But just wanted to see what the board thought, if you would support it.
I know this is a crazy question, but how much time would they actually spend out?
So they typically do 1 to 2 trainings a month, which isn't mandatory. That's the operators, the police officers. When I was a member of the team, you tried to make at least 1 a quarter, and then back when I was on the team, it was 20 call-outs a year, and you try to make what you can. It's not like an obligation like if you don't go, but they want you to be as available as possible, which is why they try to get more medics on this one.
A really big disaster, really lots of people that they can totally pull from a larger number.
Correct.
And we'd be supplying 2?
Yeah, at this time, yeah.
Now, would they both go on a call if you had a call, or just send one at a time? It just depends.
It would be staffing dependent, sure. If say someone was on duty and we were minimum manned that day and we couldn't send somebody, then we just wouldn't be able to. But if we had, enough personnel working that someone could fill in while they responded, then they could. And then if they're off duty and available to go, then they would do that.
How many do they currently have?
I don't know the exact number, but I'm going to say around 5 or 6.
Okay.
Wow. Well, obviously, they need the people, and we have the ability to do that. I certainly think it's a great thing. But, if you can pull 2 guys out from your group, it's not hurt our group.
Yeah, everyone always knows that the township comes first, for sure. And then, but if we can work with our neighbors and do multi-jurisdictional things. Like yesterday, you heard that little girl passed away in Hamilton Township yesterday. So we were able to send some rescue technicians down there to help locate her and all that. So, when there's a big incident around the county, we all pitch in and help out. So this is just another example of that.
Actually, I didn't hear that.
Where did they find her?
In the pond, the pond close to the residence land, is my understanding.
4 years old?
Just disappeared from the house.
Yeah, apparently they have like a ring camera or a security camera that's got her walking away from the home.
Yeah, she's walked away.
She walks to the pond. Looking at her sometime later. They looked for her for quite some time. They found her.
It was all over Facebook.
Very, very sad situation.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else, Steve?
Just as long as you guys support that, I'll move forward with it.
Yep.
I'm fine.
You want a motion to say, direct him to do that?
Sure.
Want to do this? Okay, let me get a motion to get 2 of our individuals in the fire department to participate in the tactical response unit.
So moved.
Second. Mr. Gabbard?
Yay.
Mr. Mearsclaw?
Yay.
Mr. White?
Yeah. Okay, anything else, Steve? Consent agenda, anybody have any questions or comments about the consent agenda? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved. Second?
Mr. Mearsclaw?
Yay.
Mr. Gabbard?
Yay.
Mr. Wade?
Yay. Staff updates.
I've got a couple of things. The septic tank and pumps here in this building have malfunctioned. We've been working at it a couple of weeks, trying to coordinate AAA wastewater and electrician down there to look at it. And I don't know what the invoice for the final bill is going to be, but it's going to be not an insignificant figure. It's probably going to be under my spending authority, I certainly hope. But just want the board to be aware of that. I think they finally have it fixed. So, yeah, both pumps failed apparently. Well, kept backflowing into the hole.
Happens.
Got all kinds of thoughts, but whatever.
Make a bumper sticker right there.
One of them involves Barton, I don't know why that just came.
Well, we did threaten to assess his pay for the damage that he's done.
That is a coincidence there.
Yeah, pretty sure we equipped the new police station accordingly, would you?
Yeah, we're gonna use a chip or something.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the same shit.
Build him an outhouse outside of the building.
That is the
He'd probably be more comfortable.
I got a call from a known resident, Mr. Sprose, last week. He desperately wants to introduce some rules at Diane Sycamore Reserve. I've reviewed his rules, and most of them are pretty benign, like they mimic the same rules that we have at Trish Allen Park, keeping the dog on a leash, for instance. I identified a few that I was not comfortable with, and I spoke to the board and said I'm pretty confident they wouldn't be comfortable with this either. But I was going to bring it forward as a specific discussion item at the next work session, but only if the board has an appetite for it at all. So I throw that out there to the board just to get a little bit of feedback.
Well, that's a tough one. You know, some discussion about that is probably appropriate since he's requested, but I think we need to be cautious about that. What do you guys think?
I think it's fine to look at it. I think we probably should implement some things that if they reflect what we do with the other parks. I also think Mr. Sproat needs to make sure he understands that this isn't a gateway to other things.
Right.
You know, I don't have the appetite for a park board. I don't like that structure at all. We're certainly willing to listen to people who have some sort of passion for and/or educated in what goes on the nature side of what we do, and I'm quite certain that's what his motivation is. So.
For his faults, he is well versed in.
Sure, very much so.
No question.
Spent a lifetime studying it.
Right. Yeah. But he needs to. Yeah. No, I understand. We can't hurt to talk about it. That's right. So I'll cue that up for discussion topic. And the last item I had is, after you're done with staff updates for everybody else, I'd like to ask for a brief executive session to talk about litigation, or pending litigation. Imminent, is that the statute?
Imminent litigation.
Okay.
Imminent.
And I'll cite it for you, Russ. Thank you for the hold up.
I appreciate it. I'll be
Gentlemen, anything else? Okay, nothing else under staff updates, so with that, I'd like to entertain a motion to recess this portion of the meeting and go into executive session. So moved.
Second.
Mr. Mearsclaw?
Yay.
Mr. Gabbard?
Yay.
Mr. Wade?
Yay.
9:20.
Okay, we shall be back. Yeah. It's a zoning case if you.
Oh, yeah, so,
Back there.
but no further action.
No further action.
We'll be back to close the meeting. So anyway, I wouldn't stay around if I was you, but if you want to.
You want to stay in the air conditioning on?
I'm not the kind of leader who's gonna.
I'm just gonna hang out.
I'm on a roll. That's good.
Are we plumbed into the rest of the building? Are we plumbed into the rest of the building?
G3.
121.22 G3.
And make sure it's imminent,
Oh, yeah.
don't say pending. I got imminent. Okay.
Spell check will fix it.
Hey, you mind having your crew just scroll back and forth over there?
Certainly don't write it in.
It is 10 o'clock. Time to reconvene
our regular meeting. Does anybody have anything else to bring up to the trustees before we ask for adjournment? Hearing none, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved. Second.
Mr. Musbaugh.
Yeah.
Mr. Gabbard.
Yay.
Mr. Wade.